Hola everybody, mi nombre es Meredith Lewis, and today I will be discussing with you marriage in the Spanish culture. First off, I would like to discuss the engagement process, where the boy and the girl will, of course, date for about a year or 3 years, and then the boy will propose and the girl will give an answer. Sí, los padres de el chico y la chica visitan cada otros. This means that the parents will get together and discuss the situation, and if they feel like the girl and the boy are ready to get together, the girl's parents can either say, you can come back in 3 months and ask the same question, or if they're really mean, then they can say, come back next year and we'll discuss the issue again. If they're really nice and just love the boy, then instantly they can say, okay, let's do this, let's get these kids married. Now, people can either have a civil union in Spanish culture, or they can have a religious ceremony. The civil union is where they just go in front of a judge and they would sign some papers and, of course, just get legally married. But in Spain, or in Spanish cultures, they go through religious ceremonies because they are very, very religious there. They are all very Catholic. And so to get married in a Catholic church, they must have some requirements they must fulfill. Like, they must have a valid passport, a certificate of baptism, a certificate of confirmation from the church, and they have to be known to be single, which the parents will verify for this. They also have to have a certificate that they completed the pre-marriage counseling course for the Catholic Church. And this isn't just in the Spanish culture. Everywhere, if you want to get married in the Catholic Church, you must have the pre-marriage counseling. The wedding can be fairly expensive, so las familias y los amigos ayudan pagar. Close friends and family can help you pay for the wedding, which comes in handy if you're younger and really don't have a lot of money. They can have bachelor and bachelorette parties, and this is fairly common. It can go from either a small get-together with close friends and family, or it can be a big party among friends and everybody's going out getting drunk and having a good old time. But that's kind of what we perceive the US to be like as well, going out and having really big parties. There was one guy I interviewed, though, who said that he had not heard of people having bachelor or bachelorette parties from where he was from. His name was Rudy Montes. Rudy Montes es de El Carrizo, Mexico. So he had never heard of this before. There also, a day or two before the wedding, there will be a small dinner party among close friends and the family, just to celebrate the couple being single for one last day or two. On the actual wedding day, the bride and groom aren't allowed to see each other, but this can actually happen start happening a day or two before the actual wedding, where they're not allowed to see each other. The bridal dress color can range from white to pink, blue, purple, and pearl. If the bride's dress is white, then that represents that she is a virgin. If it's pearl, then the woman is not a virgin. She can wear the pink, blue, or purple colors if she has lived with the man before they were actually married. An orange blossom, as you can see down here, is typical at weddings. They're usually shown because the actual tree represents everlasting love, and the actual blossom represents purity. The bridesmaids are usually typical in Spanish culture. However, there was one man that I interviewed who was from Degollado, Mexico, and he had not heard of people having bridesmaids or groomsmen at the wedding. The groom will arrive to the wedding dressed up as a Mexican cowboy or a charro. Now, they dress up in full cowboy attire with a sombrero, and it's a really big deal coming in and riding in on a horse. But of course, they can have somebody come in and pay them to do this for them, which I found a little strange. In El Salvador, the brides are picked up at their house. There's 7 men in white suits, and they come, and in 7 white cars, they transfer the bride from her home all the way to the church. There was one man that I met. His name was Abel Fernandez, and he was able to show me his wedding album and all the things they did specifically at his wedding. Now, they showed a picture of them kissing the Bible. They did this, and there was another time where they clasped hands and they anointed them with the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, dabbing water on their hands. They put the rings on the right hand. Instead of in the U.S., where we typically put the rings on the left hand, they put it on the right. The groom also gives the bride 13 gold coins, and this represents trust and hard work and future good income. The number 13 represents Jesus and his 12 apostles. Also during the ceremony, rosary beads are placed over the bride and the groom, and this makes them unite in a way, so it represents unity and love. After this is all accomplished, the bride will take her bouquet and she will go to the statue of the Virgin Mary or Virgin of Guadalupe, and she will say a prayer about how, please take care of us, please take care of our future well-being as a couple, and then they'll turn around and the ceremony is over and everybody begins to celebrate. The wedding ceremony isn't actually, like, if it's a religious ceremony in the Catholic Church, in Mexico, it's not really considered a legal ceremony for the two to be united. So typically during that same day, they have a wedding in front of a judge as well, who will say some things, and the bride and groom will say I do, of course, sign some papers, and 4 witnesses will sign off to say that they were involved with this as well. So unlike the United States, you technically have 2 weddings over in the Spanish culture. When I asked the people I was interviewing, how many people do you think are at the reception? And their eyes got really big, and they were just trying to think of just how many people were coming to this wedding and reception. And it was muchas personas asisten la fiesta. Many people come. It ranges from 100 to 1,000. And even one guy said that it had, his whole town was invited to his wedding. It was just such a big deal. Hay mucha música y baile. There's lots of music and dancing. La banda de mariachi toca guitarra y otros instrumentos. The mariachi band will come, and they're the ones that play the music and get everybody dancing and having a good time. And las personas beben mucha tequila también. So everybody drinks a lot of tequila too, is one big trend that I noticed among all of the people that I interviewed. The bride and groom at the wedding will receive gifts like household appliances or similar things that we give brides and grooms in the United States, something that they would be able to use in their home in the future. Ellos reciben otras regalas también, so they receive other gifts as well, such as money. There's a dance actually where they clip money onto the bride's dress, And that's a little different from the United States, where we actually just give them the money instead of clipping that onto their dresses. La fiesta continuará uno a tres días. So it can last 1 to 3 days. It's such a big event, and they say that their weddings are just so much more fun and exciting than United States weddings. Like they claim that they have so much more fun, and it really makes me want to go down and have a wedding down there. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you later. Bye!